Hi there, my name is Millicent Wong, and we are here at the Kiln Theatre for Shanghai Dolls, and this is Here We Are. Yes, I think one of the things, first of all, one of the characters is quite a prominent character, and you can find a lot of information about her online. But the other one, the character that I was playing, I didn't really know anything about her when I first started auditioning for the play. And the more that I found out, the more admirable I found it, because when you really think about it, these are two women who actually lived in a very turbulent time and who found a way to continue making art. And I think that's really admirable because even right now, it's a challenge to make art and to find your voice and to find something you want to say with art. And I think I drew a lot of courage from that act. And it's really a privilege to be able to tell such stories now, especially because I want more BC, which is British East and Southeast Asian stories, out there in the industry. Um, and I think it's a wonderful thing that Amy Young, an East Asian writer, is now writing an East Asian story. And that to me is a massive step forward. I think definitely. I think um, more so recently because I graduated from drama school in 2019, and at the time I was very hungry to just tell more stories in the UK, and the UK was such a foreign country to me that I really just was going, okay, okay, give me anything, give me the classics, give me the contemporary, and then funny enough, the more time I've spent here, the more I find myself looking back across to where home is and where I think home still kind of is for me. And I feel like it's coming to time to tell stories that resonate more with me, and not just specifically East Asian stories, but I think stories that sit inside of me. There's something interesting with, like, even the accent that I have is not the accent that I grew up with. And that's because I've spent some time here. And even in Singapore, I used to watch lots of American television. And I don't remember what my accent was anymore. And I don't think I would call this a Singaporean accent. But to me, this is a home accent. It's the accent that everyone who knows me intimately associates me with. And it's in that similar vein that I want to start creating and telling stories that sit inside the home that's inside of me, if that makes sense. I feel very untethered. And I can't decide if that's an amazing thing or a slightly terrifying thing, but maybe it's okay that it's both. And I really, because I work as an acting coach as well, and what I like to say to a lot of my actors, a lot of my clients, is that we have to be a lot more interested as actors in the longevity of our career. And because it's always evolving, it's important to look ahead and also to look back, but never to try and crystallize in the now. So this is where I am right now, and I'm I'm just kind of enjoying the soup of it, I think. And sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not, but it is what it is. In terms of inspiring theatre, something I really, really enjoyed was at the Edinburgh Fringe last year. It's called My Mother's Funeral, and it was produced by Payne's Plough. I think that was such a beautiful, raw, and well crafted play. And it was only an hour. And it's amazing because, in my opinion, I love plays that don't require an interval. And what I'm really happy about with Shanghai Dolls, something that got me really excited to do Shanghai Dolls, was that Katie Posner, who's the director, is one half of the artistic team at Payne's Plough. So when her name popped up with Amy Ng, who wrote the play, I just went, I have to meet these two amazing women who are just charging ahead, telling stories and kind of telling them with such open hearts and with such fiercely intelligent visions. One reason why I love theater is that it's so live. The audience are just as much a part of the show as everyone who's working in front and behind and up in the box. It's a collaboration. It is just storytelling on a grander scale than a fireplace, and it's connection and it's live and it's eternal for that brief moment. And that's why I think it's magical, because each night it just changes. And for however long you're in the theater, we all get to just go on a ride that's got nothing to do with our real lives. Well, one of the beautiful things about London is that you can also go out of London. So first of all, I bring you for a really, really nice meal at some sort of greasy spoon. It doesn't have to be a fancy place, but you gotta load up on a full English. And then I'd probably get you out of London, maybe somewhere to Box Hill or anywhere that's got a really nice green space. We'll go on a hike, see some nature, see some green, maybe see some cobblestones, see some Cotswoldy houses. And then we'll come back into the center. If you want to do some shopping, I'll take you to Regent Street because everyone has to go to Regent Street. And then I would probably, if you're an actor, I'd take you to the National Theatre Bookshop. I'll take you to one of my favorite cafes because it's really quiet and it's always full of artists and no one will bug us there. And then probably in the evening, because right now it's spring going into summer, we'll head to any of the food shops, get ourselves some strawberries and some great snacks, and we'll just have a picnic until the sun sets. And we'll just chill. I'm very against taking you to any of the tourist places because you'll just get overstimulated. And I just want you to experience what it's like to be an person in London on a random spring day.